Hello, lovely, lovely Libras. So, what do we have for you today? First of all, it's a general reading, it's not a personal reading. There may be things for you, there may be things for others. Take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. It's a timeless reading. I'm recording this on Saturday, the 5th of June, ready for Monday, the 7th. But when it finds you, it's your reading at that time. It was meant to find you at that time, right? Gender's very fluid in the tarot, so I may say she, he, or they, or masculine, feminine. There may be a man or a woman on the cards. Just know that you can switch all the different characters around as you see fit. It's more about the kind of energy of that person rather than the gender that's presenting on the card. So just be aware of that. Also, for this set of readings, I'm encouraging you to look at not just your sun, moon and rising, but also your Mars, Venus and Mercury placements. So if you have something going on in your life and you're like, how do I take action in this? Go and look at your Mars placement sign. If you're like, I want a love reading, go and look at your Venus placement. If it's about friends and communication, go and look up your Mercury. So you may want to go and hit that description box down below. There's a link there for cafeastrology.com where you can go and look up your birth chart if you don't already know all your placements. Also, all the songs that come through in the description box will be down below. And yeah, I think that is everything I need to cover right now. So I channeled the song When the Streets Have No Name by U2. I think it was a couple of nights ago, which is really funny because the sweetest thing came through for Virgo's reading. I can't remember what day I recorded that on, but I don't particularly listen to a lot of U2. I think maybe I had like one song on my Spotify list, and then the sweetest thing, I hadn't heard it for such a long time, and it came through. And then I didn't even know it was by U2. I think I called them O2 as well at one point in that video because I'm a dumbass. But then, yeah, and then I got When the Streets Have No Name, or Where the Streets Have No Name, which is another U2 song. So I don't know if somebody out there has been particularly listening to U2, that Joshua Tree album. I don't know what the symbology of the Joshua Tree is, so maybe somebody could look that up. But that keeps coming. Yeah, U2, I don't know. Maybe someone says that. I love you, you too, you know, that sort of person. I got the song Feel by Robbie Williams. I need to feel real love, right? I just need to feel real love. So that could be for somebody. I saw, just after I channeled Feel by Robbie Williams, I saw somebody's right hand wrapped up in like a tea towel or something, or like a bandage. So like it was quite thick as well. It's quite a thick knot, which gave me like maybe it was a tea towel rather than a proper bandage. It was two knots, and it was unknotted, and there was ice in the thing. So I don't know if somebody's hurt the hand and had it on ice. And then I got The Man by The Killers randomised for me on Spotify. So there could be something to do with all that. Make of that what you will. I went for a walk this morning and I was listening to quite a lot of music, all of which again will be down in that description box down below. Some of them though, Say It Right, Let Me Help You by Tayla Parx. I can't remember, there's another one. There's something about trying to figure out the intentions of another. Now, when I meditated before starting your reading, I saw a tango. Specifically, I think it was the tango from Addams Family with Morticia and what's his name? Gomez? Is it Gomez? I don't know. Maybe the name Gomez is particularly appropriate for somebody. I know there's a singer with that name, right? So yeah, but it was. So they were showing me a tango. They were showing me the part right near the beginning of the dance where the people are kind of like circling each other, sort of the way that like cats or dogs do as well before they're about to you know, when they're trying to figure each other out. And they kind of show me like panthers as well. So there's something about like that energy of trying to weigh somebody else up. Maybe you don't quite understand the intentions of somebody else. It's like, is this going to be a passionate embrace, or is this going to be us fighting? It's that kind of energy. But both people are doing the same thing, right? They're both this weighing up energy. So with Say It Right, there's something to do with like if it could be like a new romance, right, and new feelings for somebody, but it's like trying to not quite understanding what they mean. There's this kind of like double-edged sword business going on of like either somebody not saying what they mean, or a mixed communication where it's like maybe people taking things the wrong way. You know, it could be like a language barrier as well, because you have got Dear G by Annalise, which is I think she's an Italian singer, and so there could be like miscommunication, like something like that, where it's like people take things the wrong way, they take things out of context, or they don't understand what you're trying to say with Say It Right, because Say It Right by Nelly Furtado is like you don't mean nothing at all to me. It's a double negative. If it's you don't mean anything to me, it's you don't mean anything to me. You don't mean nothing at all to me means you do mean, like, you do mean something to me, right? You don't mean nothing at all to me. You mean a lot to me. See how I mean that? So there's something to do with like mixing up language. I am getting a link as well, by the way, with not the last Libra reading, but the one before, which to me felt like I was reading for a completely different set of Libras to who I would normally read for. It felt like a more masculine energy as opposed to the normal Libran energy that comes in. So I feel like I'm taken back to that reading for some reason. Actually, not for some reason, I know the reason, because one of the songs that randomized was Rockabye, and it randomized in exactly the same place that it randomized for me last time I got this through for somebody. Now I've gone back and I can't find the reading where I was talking about this. It did randomize as the advice song for not the last Libra reading, the one before. Am I explaining this really badly? Again, this thing about words, saying too much, not saying the right things, something like that, worrying about how you come across, or something like that for somebody. But yeah, so it's Rockabye by Sean Mullins. It was, I did talk about this at length in somebody's reading, I can't remember whose. I associate with that song a little bit. I grew up in a pub, and you know, I'm certainly not growing up among the stars of the Hollywood Hills and the boulevards, but that feeling of growing up in perhaps a bit of a party environment, I kind of associate with that, and kind of feeling a little bit disjointed perhaps from what's going on, so a little bit melancholy perhaps. So there could be something there for somebody as well. But that was the advice song for that second to last Libra reading, so I'm getting a link there. The line "everything is going to be all right" stood out to me, and as I heard this and noted that it was standing out to me, I saw pink glitter on the street. Somebody spilled very bright pink glitter on the street, so that could be something for somebody. And then immediately I got the word cherry. I've seen cherries today. Cherries come up in a name, so cherry could be meaningful for somebody as well at this point. I also heard almonds again, not almonds. Yeah, almonds. I was thinking it was like peaches or apricots, which keeps on coming through, but no, almonds. It was almonds. So cherry almond could be, maybe that's your shampoo that you use, right? I don't know. Cherry almond. You also got, I asked for a song, "What do you want me to communicate?" and you got "Late from the Sky" by Sital-Singh. And I then asked, can I have a song for something that Libra doesn't know? And you got "You Ought to Know" by Alanis Morissette, which felt a bit like a jab, right? Tell me something I need to know, or that I'm not aware of. Well, you ought to know. So there could be like a jealous ex for somebody. Somebody could be dealing with perhaps the closure of one relationship at the beginning of another, and perhaps, you know, you could be quite hurt by that. I'd say that song "You Ought to Know" by Alanis Morissette, I love absolutely belting out that song. It's such a good song, and it's brilliant if you are going through something like that and you want to get it out, right, as catharsis. I'd say it's not good though to hold on to resentment. It's very Scorpionic energy. You shouldn't really, it's not healthy for you to dwell on those emotional wounds for too long and wishing badly on others. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for you. So the quicker you can release is better. So I am getting this, it doesn't feel like your energy, it feels like somebody else's energy. So again, could be jealous ex or something, right? Also thinking, I noted when I look back at that other Libra reading, the song that came through as "What Do You Need to Know," I think was Jocelyn. I hope it was worth it, effing Jocelyn. So there's a difference between those two songs of what I would say is more Scorpionic energy or Cancerian energy, possibly, of being like, I'm hurt, I'm gonna be resentful, I'm going to be vindictive. And the Libran energy, Libra Queen of Swords energy, famously, Justice, you know, in the tarot, the Empress, being like, do you know what? If you're not going to play by my rules, I'm going to cut you out of my life and I'm going to move on. Simple as. Like the Queen of Swords has that sword that's like ready to come down and chop. So when you've decided you've had enough, Libra, and it takes you a long time, you know, you do put up with things for a long time, again depending on your full placements, when you decide to chop, it's done, it's over, you look into the future. So that's not to say that you're unfeeling, it's just that you don't dwell on I would say it's pointless to dwell on negative feelings about the past situations, because that's not productive. So again, it's coming through this logic of the Libra and air sign energy, right, of being more logical than emotional. It's like, doesn't do me any good to sit there crying over spilt milk, so I'm gonna blast out a bit of Lannis, you know, get it out of my system, you know, maybe go out on a town with the girls, have a blowout, completely get it out of my system, and then I'm going to completely move on and look to the future and make practical steps forward, because that's the kind of stoic energy of Libra. Yeah, I don't think you're going to waste your time wishing bad on somebody else unless you have strong Scorpio in your chart. The song that came through for your reading specifically, so I said give me a song for this reading, was Honesty by Billy Joel. Again, with that Libra and Queen of Swords Justice energy, it's like you know, most Librans will value honesty. Most Librans will be quite upfront. If you ask somebody who's Libra a direct question, you know, maybe not in front of a whole crowd of people, but one-to-one, if you ask them a direct question, they're probably going to answer you honestly. And I know that I value honesty, especially in relationships, more than anything else. So if people are keeping secrets from me, I can normally tell that something's off, right? That intuition will flare up. Or even that Judge Judy style logic of Libra, where it's like, hang on, you said this that day and then you said this today. That doesn't make sense. 1 and 1 is not adding up to 2 here, right? Okay, you're telling me that 1 add 4 adds up to 2, and that doesn't work out, mate. So you know when something's off. You do. So yeah, I feel like there's something where it doesn't have to be a relationship, by the way. I don't want to freak you out if you're like, I thought my relationship was fine. It could be a friend, you know, somebody that you work with, you know, somebody who's not telling you the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and you absolutely know, right? You know, you're like, your story does not weigh up here, so I know that you're hiding something. So yeah, something to do with like the main overarching theme of your reading with the songs that have come through is trying to figure someone out, valuing honesty, wanting to be in honest, open relationships where you can talk things out and move on, rather than hide things and, you know, worry. So yeah, I think feels like somebody has to say something to you. It feels like somebody has to be honest with you, or it could be that somebody wants an honest answer from you. So there you go. Take that as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. And I'd say, like Libra, the only reason why you would bite your tongue is to not hurt somebody else. So I know that I'm learning with water signs. Sometimes they don't want to be told directly that they have lipstick on the teeth. Sometimes they want to be like pulled aside, you know, tell them subtly, you know, should we go to the bathroom and do our lipstick? Oh, look at you. Oh, you've got lipstick on your teeth. You know, that kind of thing, rather than at the dinner table in front of everybody. So yeah, something to do with like knowing when, you know, being a little bit more King of Swords energy perhaps, which is still very, very honest. Still, if you ask the King of Swords for a direct answer, you know, they're going to give you the truth. But the King of Swords doesn't just blurt things out, where the Queen of Swords is like, I think it, I say it. The King of Swords is a little bit more, I'll say it if it's a suitable situation to say it, and I'll bite my tongue if, you know, if it's information that's best kept to myself. So there's a bit more like intelligence about and strategy around honesty there. So we'll see what comes out in your cards. I've been blabbering away for 14 minutes, so well done to those of you who are still with me at this point. The other thing is this deer on the Spirit Animal Oracle, this stag, which represents Emperor energy to me, keeps on popping out. Spirit has a plan. Yeah, I'm feeling this. Spirit has a plan. Take the lead, but bring a gentle touch. It's funny because it was looking at me kind of really, like, normally I open the boxes. I'm so used to seeing the imagery of the boxes. I open them without thinking, but it was really, really looking at me. And then when I tipped the deck out, it was on the bottom. Spirit has a plan, Libra. I'm getting this feeling as well. I don't know if it's specific to Libra or generally, this feeling of like, with this transition energy that everybody's going through, it feels like there's going to be some sort of end. It's funny, the first song that I played when I woke up this morning, it randomized. It was like the first song when I woke up was It's the End of the World as We Know It by REM. It almost feels like you're coming to some sort of, maybe like a tower moment, maybe like the loss of a relationship, or you know, somebody's going to tell you something that's quite honest, and it's going to be something that you're going to have to work through. It feels like you're on the verge of some kind of like, yeah, tower moment, but it's not the end of the world, right? It's the end of the world as we know it, but I feel fine is the song. I feel fine. I'm going to get on with this. You're going to be a bit more Jocelyn than Alanis Morissette, right? So they're giving me, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone, which actually came out for somebody else. Big Yellow Taxi, somebody else had that. They Paved Paradise. Who's this? TMA, it was in the TMA reading. So that may be for you as well. They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Okay, what does Libra need to know, please? Libra for Monday. Okay. Celebration. Haha. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. Lovely jubbly. So if you're going to get an invitation, I think you're probably going to want to take that, especially if it's to do with friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Which is interesting because I pulled some fairy cards for myself the other day, and I'm Libra, and I got celebration, and I got a similar thing. It was like wishes. It was like wishes are coming true, so be careful what you wish for. So it had a similar feeling of like fulfilling your dreams. Who's going to support you, right, with your dreams and wishes? True friends, true partners are going to support you to accomplish your dreams. They're not going to try and talk you out of things or hold you back. Okay, yeah, I forgot to say something from my notes, and it feels appropriate now. We've had a cat for quite a good few months. We kind of inherited a cat. She's a bit of an older cat. She's a bit battered and bruised. She's kind of missing the tip of her tail. She's got scars and things from her previous life where she got into a few fights. And because of lockdown, we've kind of been keeping her in the house because we wanted her to be really settled. We've been a bit worried about it. There's quite a few dogs in the area. We live near a busy road. So we thought we'll keep her in the house for now until she's chipped. And then because I've not had my COVID jab, I've kind of not been doing things that I feel are not 100% necessary. So we still haven't got her chipped. I've been saying I'm going to do it for ages, but it's like I've just been putting things off. But Monday I get my vaccine, so yay. It's funny because I was going to go freedom, and it's kind of the thing of what I'm saying. So the cat has been increasingly wanting to get outside. You know, she's been very warm in the house with the humid weather, and she keeps looking out and like watching the squirrels and the birds and, you know, the other neighbours' cats and things, and she's very, very eager to get out now. So finally today, with it being warm, I had the kitchen window open while I was making breakfast, and she just jumped out. She was like, I'm out of here, I'm going. I sort of saw her looking, and then I kind of let her go. I was like, yeah, I can't keep her in any longer. It's not fair on her. You can't keep something trapped to keep it safe. You know, you have to let it go out. And I was a bit worried because I was like, I would have preferred for her to have had her chip before she goes out, but I was like, she's a grown-up cat, she's experienced, you know, she's been looking out that window for long enough, she knows where her bread's buttered, right, she knows where she gets her food and her cuddles. So she went out, and I was a bit worried again about the neighbour's dog because it can get into our garden, but I trusted. I was like, it's right for her, she's a strong independent cat, I need to trust that she's got her wits about her, she's going to be safe, you know, she leaves the house. And I'm going to trust that she's going to come back. And I gave her like a good hour or two, and I went to the window to go and call her, and she was sat there in the garden in this kind of like overgrown grass, just looking at me. And so she hadn't gone too far. She had the common sense to kind of like go out and explore and come back, you know. And she's been in and out a few times now, and I kind of trust her now to not run away. So there's something with that about releasing and the freedom. Oh, that's another thing I forgot. I've not actually got it in my notes, but another song that played was Running by Evermore. I'm running. So if any of you are in like a twin flame relationship, and you know the runner chaser dynamic, your person could be running. Okay, they could be running right now, but if you listen to that song, they're running because they're scared of having their heart broken. They're scared because you mean so much to them. Like they've probably never felt that way before. They're protecting themselves, they're protecting their emotions, they're protecting their heart space. So if they're running, just let them run, don't chase. You know, don't chase is the message that came back, because the cat came back, right? So side message for someone there. Tree wisdom. This tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sound it makes. Maybe someone plays the flute, I don't know. So friendship, tree wisdom. There could be a friend who's going to guide you towards your hopes and dreams and wishes. You know, maybe this is somebody who's been in a similar situation, or, you know, has, you know, is on a similar path and can offer you some wisdom, some advice. So I feel like somebody in your friendship group, perhaps, you know, you're going to go to a party, obviously being very safe and following lockdown guidelines, but perhaps you're going to, it could be online, right? An online friendship group. Somebody there I feel has some really good advice for you. Okay, I'm just going to pause and get a drink of water before we start to pull cards for you. All right, so the first thing I'm going to ask is a card for you, Libra. Finding out who you are in this reading. What is your energy at the moment? Who is Libra today, please? One card preferably. Who is Libra, please? Okay. Oh, hello. That's an interesting turn up for the books. How very interesting, Libra. The Queen of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles has been coming out for a lot of people in this set of readings. And I really like the Queen of Coins. It's Queen of Pentacles energy. I think I like it so much because I'm not typically Queen of Pentacles energy. I mean, I am, you know, I try really hard with, like, you know, I'm very, very motherly, very maternal, but I'm also quite a lazy housekeeper. You know, I can't be bothered tidying and things like that. Where the Queen of Pentacles is like that kind of person who just is a natural, you know, really good at business, really good at career, you know, great mom, like really good at like running a nice house and home. You know, they get the job, they get the tasks done, they're super organized, and, you know, they're on it, they're on top of the game. It's typically Capricorn energy. And I think I struggle with it because not only because I've got a Gemini moon, which makes me very disorganized and scatterbrained, but also I've got Capricorn South Node and Lilith, which creates a bit of a like a push-pull there with my desire to be in Queen of Pentacles energy, and also actually being quite capable, but also having a huge amount of imposter syndrome where I doubt myself. So to me, it's like I love Queen of Pentacles energy because it's like a goal for me, and it's actually quite flattering to have that come out for our energy, Libra. I'm like, oh, we're Queen of Pentacles now, are we? Really lovely. I mean, you can definitely see that we're also the Empress card, which is, again, is kind of like mothering energy. I really like these cards together. I'm quite flattered, Libra. I'm quite flattered by this. I don't know how you feel about it, but I've asked for our energy, and this is what it is. So Queen of Coins. Yeah, very, very practical, very stable, very reliable, really quite organised. They have a plan, very good at nurturing other people, you know. So the Queen of Pentacles energy tends to be someone who's a really good mother, you know, looks after the people around them, makes sure everybody's okay. I like that it's Lara Croft and what's he called? The man who's like an explorer, the man Tomb Raider, Indiana Jones. Lara Croft and Indiana Jones keep coming through for me. There's something about the exploration element that is coming through, and like windows of opportunity that keeps coming through in this set of readings. Ever since a Capricorn reading, that's really interesting because Libra, in the last set of readings, your day was hijacked by Capricorn. So I feel like Libras perhaps are in Capricorn energy for some reason at the moment. I don't know where Venus is. I don't know if Venus is in Capricorn, because that would explain it. But she's got a plan. Lara Croft, very adventurous, very spontaneous, sort of like Sagittarius energy as well. But she has a plan. She's got a lot of skills. She's got a lot of experience. She knows what she's doing when she goes out into the wild. So it's talking to me again about my cat's energy, right? Like they're showing me panthers. They showed me panthers with the tango, and my cat's a black cat, and now they're showing me panthers again with this Queen of Coins energy. So something about going out into the wild, exploring, but having a very solid foundation from where you explore, right? And then the Knight of Cups is opening up emotionally. The Knights communicate and take action, and the Cups represents doing it from an emotional place. So there's something to do with, I don't know if you're extending your support to somebody else, or opening your heart, or needing to leave your comfort zone in order to open up more with other people. Now this could be a friendship group, because of the cards that are here. It could be a specific person that perhaps you have to travel to speak to. I don't normally get travel from the Queen of Coins. I think it's just because Lara Croft kind of travels a lot. And this is shown through as what's his name, Casey something, the Princess Bride, the character in The Princess Bride. So there is something about hidden emotions coming through with your songs. He's wearing a mask. He's wearing a... What's happening in that is he loves the princess. They grew up on a farm together, and they had a very like flirty relationship. But then for some reason he has to kind of like go out on his travels. He has to go on his adventures, and he returns, but the princess thinks that he's died. He doesn't want to reveal who he is. I think he thinks that, she's getting married to somebody else, and he thinks that she doesn't love him anymore. So they've got this friction, right? Which is what I was picking up on that tango dance. So you and another person, and there's this friction here where somebody's disguising their true identity or their true emotions. I'd say it's you, because this is showing as your energy. Wanting to love somebody, but doing it from a hidden place, because he's kind of protecting her but not revealing who he is. So again, this is like both of your energy. I asked for you, and this is what's coming through for you. I love the Princess Bride. Okay, and energy around you. So you've got a Knight of Wands around you. Anyone else around Libra at this time? Anyone else around Libra at this time? Last chance, please. Anyone else that you want to talk about who's affecting Libra's reader? King of Swords there. Okay, King of Swords did land on that Knight of Cups. Page of Coins. So this is the drawing board energy. This is Lara Croft knowing that she has something to do. So she's coming up with a plan here. She's strategizing. She's like, right, I need to travel to Cambodia. Do I need vaccines? What vaccines do I need? What's the travel advice? So yeah, coming up with a plan, learning something. Could be literally being a student. The Page of Swords, Coins, sorry. So right, we'll talk about this energy first, because it was very, very eager to come out. And then we'll talk about the King of Swords. Excuse me, I don't know why I've gone so gassy all of a sudden. Knight of Wands energy. This is somebody who is very passionate, a bit in and out. They come in, guns blazing. Like they're showing me like, they gave me guns blazing and showed me like a saddle on fire. Like, I don't know what that means. But like they fly in, all passion, all excitement, all creativity, all enthusiasm, very Aries, Sagittarius energy of like, I've got this great idea, come to this party with me, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, let's go. But because it's a very excitable energy, they tend to be a bit here today, gone tomorrow. They get bored quite quickly, and then they're off onto the next thing. So in relationships, this may be somebody who's quite flighty, not necessarily because they're a bad person, right? It's not in the reverse, it's in the upright, but it can be that this person is so busy chasing the new thing that they're excited about that they forget about the old thing. So it's not necessarily that they're a bad person, it's just that they're a bit squirrel, oh squirrel, you know. The King of Swords is this person could be trying to protect somebody else though. Just it's the Mad Max skill, isn't it? I can't be bothered looking it up. King of Swords. So this person is they match your energy. It's the king to your queen. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a romantic partner. It's just that you operate from the same place. This is somebody who's a strategist, very logical. They don't necessarily communicate unless they think it's wise to do so. I'm hearing arm's length. So there could be, this tango could be between the two of you. This person could be keeping you at arm's length while they figure you out. You know, they like to analyze. So there's this trying to figure out your intentions, perhaps while you're trying to figure out their intentions. Doesn't necessarily mean romance, right? It can be like some kind of strategy. I'm just really getting strategy through. I was getting it through for you and here as well with this King of Swords. But this is somebody who could work in technology, in communications. They could just be very good with technology. Law as well, like you. Again, they match your energy. It's typically Aquarian energy, doesn't have to be. I'm really getting this analysis between you. Figuring each other out because they're not communicating, right? Their swords down. And it feels like you're communicating, but it's masked communication. It's like you've got one hand behind your back. So they don't quite trust you. And it's something to do with like, I don't know what this energy is. We'll pull a card on this in a minute. Can you see they're all wearing black as well? So this is hidden information, trying to figure each other out, doing the tango, because you're not quite sure of each other's intentions. Now you're, again, depending on the full placement of your chart, your Queen of Swords energy and their King of Swords energy, both very, very honest, right? Look, he's got his hands up. He's like, I've got nothing to hide here, but he's also not telling the truth. This person, it's like your intuition, it's like you're both, it's mirroring. So it's like your intuition's going and their intuition's going. They know that you're wearing a mask and hiding things, but you know that they're not fully communicating. So you're like, well, what? I'm not gonna take my mask off if they're not communicating. And they're not communicating because you're wearing a mask, you see? I wonder if this take the leaders to do with like, who's going to break the silence, right? Who's going to open up first, perhaps? Right, okay. If this is love interest for you, I mean, you're showing as a queen and a knight. So you've got a knight here matching the knight energy and a king here matching the queen energy. Again, if you're in a same sex relationship, it doesn't matter that it's a king. You know, this could be a woman, you could be a man. So don't worry about that so much. It's just like kings match queens, knights match knights. So, all right, tell me why Libra is shown as Queen of Coins energy. Ten of Pentacles, right? You want your stability, you want your foundations, you want your good fortune, you want to feel safe and secure, you want your luck to come in. So the Ten of Pentacles is like it is feeling very, very stable. It's like feeling like you've got enough money to do the things that you want to do, you know, to not only buy the things that you need, but to have a little bit extra on the side for the pleasant things in life. I don't know if fortune cookies are significant to you. I don't know if you've opened a fortune cookie. I can't see quite what it says there, but I'll hold it close so maybe it's a quote that you might recognize or something. Fortune cookies. I think you're going for your fortune. You're kind of in work mode, business mode, practical mode. So if you're worried about your foundations, your security, your money, that could be why you're quite hesitant to reveal your feelings in a situation, because it's like you don't want anything to threaten your, like, it's like you're being very career minded at the moment, or at least very money minded, right? You want to feel stable, so you don't want. Give me another card, please, on that Ten of Pentacles. What's this? Three of Cups. So this key. There's 4 keys. I don't know if that's significant to anyone. 4 keys. Could be 4 keys. You're trying to unlock something, right? You're not quite sure which key is going to fit the lock. Lol. Talking about, I can't think of the actor's name, but he was also Robin Hood Men in Tights. And there's a thing about the key and the lock in that film too. So it's like, maybe it's like figuring out who's going to unlock your heart, or figuring out. It could be that you've locked away your emotions, because cups are emotions. You've locked away your emotions, and you're only going to open up if the right person comes along who has the right key to unlock that heart of yours. Again, doesn't have to be romantic. You've got friendship here. Maybe it's like you want to be friends first with somebody before you get into a relationship with them. You know, you want to know who they are before you upset your stability, or you risk your stability for this person. But you've got friendship and celebration here, which is exactly the meaning of the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is it's the cheers card. It's the coming together with friends, having a good gossip, you know, having a good time with a friendship group, people who are on your level, right? It can be a bit of a gossip card as well, so just be wary about, maybe keep a few things under lock and key. Be careful who you're opening up to, because people could be gossiping. Okay, Knight of Cups. Why is Knight of Cups here for Libra's energy? Why is Libra in the Knight of Cups today? Whoa. Okay, a bit more to say about the Knight of Cups, eh? Okay, can you see all this? So it looks like you're in some kind of like legal battle, or the Two of Wands is the need to make a decision, right? But it almost looks like the arm wrestling. And then you can see this person's got their arm up in the same pose. And this is the Justice card. This is your card, Libra, in the tarot. I was talking about Judge Judy, right? So having a decision to make, feeling like there's going to be some kind of arm wrestle here in terms of like law or contracts. Now, whether this is you facing this with a huge amount of confidence, self-confidence, self-confidence, self-worth, knowing your value, or whether this is somebody around you that you're dealing with. This is somebody who's like, very confident, very charismatic, quite expressive about what they want. A higher vibrational energy than the Knight of Wands. They've got a bit more control, a bit more... they're a bit clearer about what they want, where the Knight of Wands is more experimental. The Queen of Wands is a bit more, I'm sure that this is what I want, and I'm going to communicate that this is what I want, and I'm going to have the confidence to go for it regarding some kind of contract. And with the two arms, I'm just noticing that they've both got their arm out, right? It's like he's got his arm up, he's ready for the arm wrestle, she's kind of resting her arm. So it feels like almost like maybe somebody's going to, like if you arm wrestling, they're gonna, something about being on the table, or you're gonna win hands down. You're gonna win hands down. The Knight of Cups, making a decision, having the confidence to do something, could involve contracts or legalities, but there's something about winning, being confident and winning hands down. And then we've got these 3 cards which say, so the decision's been made, right? We've gone from 2 wands to 1 wand. Libra. The decision's made, an opportunity's come in. It's something that's going to make you feel very confident, very courageous, very passionate, very enthusiastic, very it's sort of coming through as that freedom energy of like the Sun card as well here. So it's like new opportunities, new horizons. a new passion project. It's going to be something really exciting. You're going to work really hard on this, or it's a reward for something that you've worked really hard on. The Eight of Pentacles is I'm here. I heard manifesting. That's not the word I was looking for. Is working on something over and over again until you master it. Okay, which might explain why the Page of Coins is here. It's kind of like the student card. I think Lover's card there as well. The Lover's card, I did see it when I was shuffling in this deck too. This is really like working very hard on something and improving over time. So a new creative project, but I feel like it's something that you could really, really work with here. And then it goes in, yeah, the Three of Pentacles. I was seeing the Three of Pentacles. I read this card at first as the Three of Pentacles, but this is the Three of Pentacles. So this is teamwork. You've got a lot of threes here, which talks about friendship roots, the people around you, co-workers. The Three of Pentacles is bringing different skills to the table and creating something really good with it. So you have the creative person, you have the visionary, you have the person who does finances, you have the person who has like the practical skills to make something happen, and all these people come together to make something work. So you could be teaming up with someone who's like a conductor, because you can see these cards together. It's like three people, right? It's everyone you need to get something, to get this idea off the ground. I'm hearing investors. So I'm hearing making music together. So it's just, this to me is like work, some exciting new project, teaming up with other people and really working very hard on it to make it a success. Which, if it's work, it explains why contracts and law is showing up, right? I feel like you're going to win something hands down, or you've won something hands down because of some really hard work that you've done. It's funny though that this is why it's showing as the Knight of Cups. Why would the Knight of Cups show as this? Somebody's not revealing the hand, right? So everybody's got that. It's funny, I saw the right hand on ice, right? Everybody's right hand is showing. Right hand. Right hand, okay. Where are the left hands? The left hand is behind his back. It's funny that the main song was Honesty by Billy Joel. Hand behind his back, hand behind his, you can't see a hand, it's off. Right, the hands are not being shown. The hands are not being shown. His hands are being shown. This person's hands are not being shown. Your hands are being shown. Their body language is kind of defensive, but he's being expressive. He's being expressive. Something about hands. Watch people's hands. Because of my Gemini moon, I'm doing it now. Because of my Gemini moon, I talk with my hands. I'm very what's the word? What's the word? Where is it? It's not in my hands. Somebody find me the word. I'm very expressive. That's the word I was looking for. I'm very expressive with my hand movements. So it could be a bit of body language here. After giving me body language, which is Ursula from The Little Mermaid. Something about body language. Watch people's hands, because they're defensive, right? He's covering. He's like looking at her, but he's covering it up with the paper. She's got her arms folded, which is defensive. He's using his hands to create music, which music is the expression of feelings. Right. Okay. We're on to it. Told you, Judge Judy will figure this out. That Libran energy. Okay, Knight of Wands. Don't trust you. Did not trust you from the start of the reading. You've got your hands. You're not showing either of your hands. So what's going on with you, Knight of Wands? Completion. The Knight of Wands is completing something. They've figured something out. They're seeing something clearly now. They've got the last piece of the puzzle. What is the intention of the Knight of Wands? Dropping the defences. Again, this secretive energy, right? Password, you need the password. But the Four of Pentacles in reverse is unguarded. Why are they not showing their hands? Why is this Knight of Wands not showing their hands? So I was saying that this person's expressive. They're creating music to express their feelings, and they're using the hands to do that. This person doesn't have the ability to do that. Something about not working together with others. Maybe this person doesn't work well with other people, and they feel very they feel trapped. Eight of Swords. This person feels like they can't communicate. They feel very trapped. They don't have the ability to communicate. They don't have the ability to show the hand. But they're completing something and dropping the defences. What are they completing? Communication. Communication, information. And it's new. What is this? What is this Ace of Swords? Or an idea? They've got an idea that they're completing. Which way, please? Which way, please? Which way, please? Could be somebody who's not very good with money. King of Pentacles in reverse, or they're very guarded about the money. They're a bit stingy. They're a bit of a miser, right? A bit of a Scrooge McDuck. They could have lost money. Very jealous. Very, I'm getting miserly. Like very guarded for some reason about money. Protecting their own money. And then Four of Swords is healing from something. So this person's been shielding themselves. Being very secretive because of something to do with finances. Could be a boss or a father as well who's not very nice. So they shield themselves. But they're getting clarity on whatever this situation was. It could be something from the past. They're getting clarity on it. They're completing something here. Then dropping the defenses or being less stingy. But they're not communicating because they feel very, very trapped and not able to express something. Okay, I feel like I misjudged that Knight of Wands, but it's because they're not showing the hands right. When people aren't honest, when people hide things, it's like the face is all in shadow as well, right? You know, it's hard to trust people when you know that they're not. But it's like they are trying to open up, right? They are trying to show the heart space. They're being vulnerable. So who's this King of Swords then, please? Explain this King of Swords. Cards are absolutely flying. Could be that this is a transformation in the same person. Which way, please? No, which way, please? Why is the King of Cups in reverse here for the King of Swords? Oh, hello. Two of Wands. Didn't we have the Two of Wands? What was the two? What did I read as the Two of Wands then? So this person's making a decision as well. Hold on. Two of Swords. Okay, similar meaning. The card that came out before, it's not the Two of Wands as I read it, it's the Two of Swords, which is like cross swords, a crossroads, a blockage, but it still stands the way I read it, I think. So the Two of Wands, this person is making a decision. I feel like they're dealing with the shadow side here. or they're almost being forced into making a decision. I think the decision is, I need to approach this in a logical way, not an emotional way. Somebody may be incapable of making a decision because they're over emotional. They've got no maturity of emotions, or they've been dealing with somebody who is immature with their emotions. King of Cups energy in the reverse is negative Scorpio energy. So this is somebody who could be emotionally controlling, even emotionally abusive. Tell me more about this. Nine of Pentacles. It could be somebody who's been working very hard on the finances, on climbing the career ladder, but they have not made any kind of emotional growth, emotionally mature, because they're so focused on work, disconnected from their emotions. So what is the Judgment card? Why is the Judgment card here, please? Two of Coins, balance, and then there's the Three of Pentacles. So it looks like this is the person who's, it looks like this is this person, right? Because the hands, Gemini energy as well. Orchestrating something, trying to be very balanced here, juggling. What does the King of Swords not want us to know? What is the King of Swords holding back? What is the King of Swords hiding? Well, here's the Knight of Swords. So they are coming in with communication and action. They're in a kind of hangman energy here. They're in this kind of like tightrope walking energy of kind of, they seem quite frightened. Do you not think? They seem quite frightened. I had this in a reading. It was like needing to make a decision, being unable to make a decision because of this hangman energy. Like it was almost like being frightened, you know, being scared into making a decision, like scared into making an impulsive choice. But then it's like they get into this kind of like tightrope walking energy. But then it's coming with this completion energy of being able to put down the burdens, put down the baggage. You can see here it's like a cheering success. The ship has come in, right? The ship's come home. We can unload those burdens, and then the ship will be lighter. Something about unloading burdens. I don't know what this frightened energy is. It's almost like the devil, right? The devil's behind them. It's not the devil card though. It hasn't come out. This is gonna. The Judgment card is like a rebirth. Like it could be this person's going through like an ascension, right? I don't understand why. Tell me more about the King of Cups in the reverse. I don't like that it's in reverse. Again, look at this person. It could be the same person. This is the rebirth, right? They've gone from being Knight of Wands into King of Swords energy. Because here's the Knight of Wands again. Passionate action, passionate communication. Doing things because it feels good. But this person, like, they could definitely work in technology in some kind of way, on computers, right? Because you got password protection. Apple as well. I was getting Apple the other day. I was actually specifically getting Apple Mac. So I don't know if somebody uses an Apple Mac. Another Knight as well. Knight of Pentacles. So there's this slow-moving energy here. Slow-moving energy. Again, this guarded, secretive, password protection energy. But you had the lock and key. Do you remember? You had the lock and key. Now, I'm not suggesting you unlock someone's private, you know, that I'm not suggesting you hack anyone's phone or like look at their personal information. You know, don't try and guess anyone's password. You know, it's password protected for a reason. That's an invasion of privacy. So, but I feel like whatever this is symbolizing, you've got the key to unlock something here. It's slow moving, it's guarded, but then this is a confusing reading for me, Libra. I think this person's emotionally vulnerable. They're shown as scared. They're emotionally vulnerable, which makes them very, very guarded. You know, I did have that running song, right? Running. Could be somebody like running and like throwing themselves into the work because they're scared of opening up emotionally. They're emotionally vulnerable, I think. They're not emotionally mature like this King of Cups. Or at least they may be going through a period of their life where they're very emotionally vulnerable. You know, it may not be that they're always like this. It may just be a certain time where, you know, they have to step out of their emotions for a while and focus on work, focus on money making. But that ship's coming in. You know, they're going to get a return on that hard work that they've been putting in. They're going to have success. And then I think when they get the success, then they're able to have the rebirth and you know, they'll feel more balanced, they'll feel more able to communicate and express something. All right, this is the reason why I'm using this deck. That's the image that they showed me when I was picking a deck, and I asked for, show me an image so I know which deck to use. This is the card that they showed me. So it's the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is, I want to say it's communication. Communication and action. Maybe somebody's baking at the moment. All right, I hope that has made some sense to you. It hasn't made, I'm Libra and it's not made a huge amount of sense to me. I'm struggling a bit with Libra readings at the moment, but as I say, hopefully it's giving you some insight into the energies that are around you, perhaps why people are acting the way that they're acting. They're giving me, I just thought about the keys and I looked at the Queen of Pentacles and they're giving me, I got the key, I got the secret, I got the key to unlock, yeah. I don't know the words. Oh, and there's the sun. Okay, so we're ending with the sun. So you are going to get clarity. And what's this? The Seven of Cups. Clarity after a period of confusion. Not knowing what choice to make there. Right. Libra. Advice for you. Hummingbird spirit. Wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. That's what I mean. It's like I feel like you know already. You've got the keys, you've got the knowledge. So turn it into something that's like grounded that you can use, right? Hummingbird spirit, be here now. And brown bear spirit, take a time out. Oh, we're back to the last Libra reading. No, Libra. I feel like somebody around you has to do something before you can do something, is the way it's coming through. And it came through like this in your last reading. It was like, I think Libra and Pisces and maybe Sagittarius, I think as well, might have had it, where it was like, there's nothing you can do right now in this situation. You just have to wait. You have to wait it out, right? You're like COVID, right? Just wait another year. No. It's like, it feels like a situation's kind of out of your hands. So it's like, just do what you need to do in the here and now. Don't worry about the future. It's like, what's meant to be for you will never be denied for you. But like, if there's nothing you can do, there's no point worrying. So just look after yourself. Like, enjoy the simple pleasures. Wait it out. Spirit has a plan. Right, hummingbird spirit. Be here now. The hummingbird's wings beat so swiftly it can hover in seeming stillness as it drinks deeply from a flower. Hummingbird spirit comes to remind you that the beauty and sweetness of life is the eternal now, the timeless present. Here and now, you are becoming the person you wish to be, to have the experiences you wish to have. Focus your energy on the flower before you, for what you desire is being provided. Yes, there are blossoms everywhere. The choices can be dazzling. Right, choices. Oh, and there's the Lover's card there as well. Libras. Hummingbird Spirit's message is that you have no need to go about in search of something better, for all that you require and desire is before you. You will know this as you become still, feeling your connection to Spirit, who loves you unconditionally and will always provide for you. Okay. Number 9, Brown Bear Spirit. I like the bear. It's like the bear persists, right? The bear, again, like the stag, on the way to being emperor energy, because they've got that strong will, that persistence, the hardiness. It's like getting back on the bike energy for me, bear energy. But right now it says take time out. There is a time to act and a time to focus your attention on patient strategizing. The arrival of Brown Bear Spirit signals that you are best served by forgoing hard work towards your goals at this moment, and instead taking the time out to meditate, or just take a nap so you can refresh yourself and begin planning what you want to co-create next. Come to know the lay of the land as you contemplate and imagine what you might do in this vast space of possibility before you, and begin forming a plan. Remember, sleep allows for dreaming and rest allows for clear-headed strategizing. It's been half term this week, so I've not had to get my kids up to go to school, so I've had a lot of lie-ins, and yeah, I've been catching up on my sleep, and I have had some crazy vivid dreams recently. How you might wish to, so there is a point to it, right? There is a point to catching up on your sleep. There is a point to having this time to dream, to visualize, and connecting with that information that comes through. Okay, Spirit, I get the point. I like sleeping. Why am I mad about this? How you might become the person you wish to be and experience whatever your heart desires. Insights will arise as you explore the possibilities and begin envisioning your plan. Knowing what you want will ensure you use your energy wisely in the days ahead. Be patient at this time. Relax and be calm and peaceful so you can recharge. The call for action will come later. Been locked down for a year, guys. I want to go and celebrate, right? I want to do that. Oh, that's the other card that came out for me, transformation. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation, the best is yet to come. Purity as well, they're like talking about purity and honesty. So Libras, we're still stuck, aren't we? We're still stuck, so let's take the time to do that self-care. We can't control other people. Like, other people have to go and sort out their own messes. We can just sit here and be like, look, when you're ready, we'll open up to you. When you're ready to be honest with us, we can be honest with you. When you're ready to move, to take action, you know, we've got your back. Like, it feels like friendship, right? Friendship and perhaps co-workers. Like, we've got all this like 3 energy as well. Like the 3 women, the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups, lots and lots of Knights, so there is a lot of movement there. You're just being told to sit, right? You're just being told to sit, Libra, enjoy the sunshine. You had this ages ago, and I was talking about it the other day. You had a reading ages ago where it was like, Libra, the universe is setting up chess pieces at the moment. The universe is setting up dominoes, right? It's an intricate plan. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces. And Libra, you were coming through as a kitten. It was like, Libra, you just have to sit there like a cute little kitten, right? Look after yourself. Don't worry about anything. The universe has got this. But it was like, Libra, don't move. I think you had that don't move. Like, maybe this is that person. They're saying, Libra, don't move. You're in position. Just stay where you are, Libra, because if you move around, if you get excited, you're going to start those dominoes going, and they're going to go at the wrong speeds, and some are going to go too soon, and you're not going to get the effect. You know, they're showing me, like, you know, the big domino matches that they do, where it's like thousands of dominoes, and they have like all these intricate like tricks and things. So it's like, you have to do it at the right time. Everybody has to do it at the right time. So Libra, just, you're in position. Just sit pretty. All right, enjoy. Just hang out with your friends, right? Enjoy the sunshine, Libra. Things are going to move. It's just, maybe you got maybe you got to the finish line before everybody else, right? Or the start line, and you have to sit and wait now for everybody to catch up. It's like how it's coming through. I hope this was somewhat helpful to you. It was a bit of a confusing reading for me. I'm going to pause some, or I'm saying us, whoever's connecting with this reading, whoever's resonating with this reading. I mean, I don't feel like it's me, because as soon as the Queen of Pentacles came out, I was like, this is not my reading. That's not me. Libra. I'm going to get you 2 more songs when I finish this reading. So the second to last song is going to be what you really, really need to hear at this point, if this reading is resonating with you. The last song is going to be advice from the universe. So if this reading resonates with you, that last song is going to be your advice. Hopefully it's not Jocelyn again. So do take care. Leave me a like if you like, subscribe, let me know if it is your story. And if you're coming in as a stealth watcher, I appreciate you being here too. Do take care, and I'll see you again soon, guys. Bye bye.